Hey, beer planners, it's your favorite friends in your head again, back with another episode of the Beer Plans Podcast.
Woo! Yeah.
I am DJ Melodies.
I'm DJ V-Loss.
It's Vinny.
Flash, what's up?
And Mr. Brown.
And today we're going to be discussing gender roles and how some people want it both ways and date night ideas. But first, how's everyone doing? What have you guys been up to since our last episode?
We celebrated a birthday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, whose birthday was it?
Actually, I think 2 birthdays since.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Sure.
2 birthdays. Yeah.
Very true.
Shout out to people born in July.
Catch
Be the
us
best
up.
people.
Catch us up.
Yeah, they got me good. I hate every single one of them.
Sorry I couldn't be there.
Had a good song.
Me too, man. Me too.
Had a good surprise birthday party. Actually, my first ever surprise birthday party. I can't
Oh,
Oh, shout out, sure.
But it was a good time. It was great to see everyone out. Great to see everyone get nice and blasted.
Yeah.
Oh, did everybody get fucked up?
I feel like that's like it's your responsibility if it's your birthday to make sure everyone gets blasted. It's like
Sure.
While you're getting blasted
Sure.
yourself.
right, it's a symbiotic relationship because you're not supposed to pay for anything.
Don't make our audience look up semiotic.
Oh, my bad, big word.
Yeah.
That's my role normally.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, it's been cool. All right, and what about you, DJ Melodies? What have you been up to?
I went to a burlesque show.
Oh.
Found some shit on Groupon. I'm like, let me try it out. It was black owned, so I'm
Oh,
like,
you better.
okay, let me go ahead and get these discounted tickets.
There you go.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Nice.
So we went in there, and it was me, my husband, and 2 of my homegirls, and it was wild.
What's the
She
vibe?
got naked.
I
She
was like,
lap danced.
Good for her.
She lap danced people. She engaged the audience. That was nice. I'm like, okay, if she didn't have the audience, it probably wouldn't have been as good. But she was getting people up there to suck like candy penises.
Oh.
All different sizes.
Good for this
I
friend.
was about to say, wait a second.
Now that's a show.
All different
I was
sizes.
about to say, it almost sounded like you went to one of them sip and stroke shows. Or sip and
It
stroke
wasn't.
paint things.
I want to though.
Hold on, what?
I
What
want
the
to.
hell? What the hell? I missed that.
Oh, I just seen that on Twitter, yo.
Sip and
Oh wait,
paints.
Flash, you didn't know what the chicks really be doing at sipping paints?
Apparently not. Apparently I'm out the loop.
Is that a sip and stroke? That's an actual name
Yeah.
of the
Are they
event?
stroking? Are they fucking?
Well, I saw it on Twitter. It was like, it was a viral tweet. Basically, yeah, it was a stripper. Basically, it's at these paint shows.
Right.
I think the idea is you're gonna paint the guy a naked dude, right? But then he's a stripper, so eventually he puts on a strip show. And then that's the video I saw.
I
like,
swear to God, I honestly thought you were gonna say they start like jerking them off or something.
Well, no, but no. The video I saw
I
that
don't know that.
it was
Not the jerking off part.
it was a censored video, so you didn't see what really happened. But basically, yeah, the dude had his dick in the girl's face, and I think she sucked it.
God,
Yeah.
that sounds like a
I feel
dream.
discriminated against because I ain't hear one of those for the
These
guys.
penises
So I'm
with
now.
these-
I believe he had a big bear head on his head too.
Oh yeah. Our fans from 1998 will get that reference. But
But
that
yeah.
would be that's my ultimate if we go off topic for a second. Like that's my ultimate fantasy. Like to be in that type of scenario, like to be like at a bachelorette party, entertainer, and then like fuck everybody in the room, Like that.
If
would
y'all
be-
can see how big his eyes are getting as he's explaining the story.
So you want to be objectified, is what you're saying.
I need to be objectified, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
You'd be a male stripper in a past life. It sounds like.
Well, before I met y'all.
He gives those vibes.
A male stripper.
Thank you.
Would you be a unts, or would you be like a slow dance?
Like a genuine.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
96
Would you be
genuine, not 2022 genuine.
Oh, hell no.
Hey,
Oh, you might not know them old ass moves.
I still got it.
No, you don't.
No, it gotta be
You got it as much as you got your hairline.
The
Yeah.
slow one is what gets you laid, Not that you know what I'm saying?
We
That
do
jumping
like
around.
We do like the slow one.
Exactly. So
So the helicopter move isn't the move to get laid.
no,
This
that was
is
just
the helicopter
No,
move?
when you
helicopter dig. Do
Oh,
the
no.
helicopter
that
dig.
doesn't. Oh, okay.
You never heard that song from the Lonely Island?
I'm trying to imagine it.
Let me write that down.
You never heard that song from the Lonely Island?
Never.
Wow. It's It's not gay if it's in a 3-way. It's not gay.
Wow.
Y'all never heard that
I've never heard that.
The little bridge is everybody. It's like everybody do the helicopter dig. Helicopter dig. Do the helicopter
I would be in the video.
That sounds like a song.
Actually, Lady Gaga was
Give
in
me
it.
a nice like limp dildo, and I could just swing it around.
Wow.
I would not be in that video. Like, not even a little bit.
Put a strap on, helicopter dick.
DJ V-Lies, what have you been up to since we last recorded?
Shit, same old shit, man. Just out here grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing these DJ gigs. You know, living the life, man. Just doing me.
Mr. Brown, did you go to a phone party?
Oh, yeah, he was living life. He
Yeah,
was living life out
So
there.
I guess how I've been since we've last recorded. I've been doing too much, so like I would say, last month July I was like, I think in my head I thought like, you know what, I'm celebrate my birthday the entire month. I'm like, I'm gonna do a birthday month.
I ain't mad at that.
God, you're
And
like
I literally went out like every weekend in July.
That's
like,
what's up.
every
Damn.
fucking weekend.
That's
You were
what you
born-
can do when you don't have any kids.
That's
Yeah, well, yeah.
That is
If I had a
Mr.
child, yeah, that
V-Lies.
would. That's true. No kids, team, no kids over here.
Bro, you like you
But-
paid for them kids.
For the time.
Mr. Brown's team, fuck them kids.
for the time. But nah, you know, I've been having fun, but I know I need to kind of chill now because I'm like, yo, my bank account's like, dude, what the fuck you doing? I spent too much.
That
Outside
guy
is
talk to you.
expensive.
Yeah, talk to me.
Outside is expensive.
Yes, it is. Outside
Outside
is
is definitely-
Especially now.
I've been outside, but then I'm like, okay, I need to bring it back in a little bit because you know, COVID's still out here and monkeypox and everything.
Monkeypox.
So I'm like, shit, man, I need to go back in now. But again, like, I will say, I went out last night. Ended up at a fucking phone party. I didn't even know it. But yeah, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh shit, let me party. I'm still in my 20s. Like, got in the foam and shit. The soap ended up getting in my eyes. Burnt my eyes a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, that looks so lame. I'm like, so I had to like find a way to subtly like try to get off the floor and like not look like I'm wiping my eyes. Like, so I like put I had my.
I would love to see that move.
I luckily had sunglasses with me, so I like let me just slide these shades off, dance off a little bit, and then you know, I was alright.
You had an exit plan.
You know what? You get a golf clap from us for that one. That's masterful. That's masterful. Wow.
So you know, I've been having fun.
Good.
All right, Flash, what about you? What have you been up to?
Man, mine's basic. Just getting in shape, trying to chill with the fam. That's about it. Ain't nothing serious over the side.
Nice.
Wait, how you
I
decide to
pick
get in shape
things
at
up.
the end of the summer? It's boo loving season now.
Man, it is horny season.
It's still
horny
horny
season
season
is
outside?
approaching. No,
It's cuffing
it's
season.
approaching.
Oh, you mean
I don't
cuffing
call it
season?
cuffing season no more
What, you,
because people not really trying to be in relationships. It's horny season.
no, yeah, you
It's
just
when
need
you
that
can fuck
regular-
and you ain't gotta have a fan on.
Yeah.
You can actually, when you can actually cuddle and you ain't got like, nah, it's hot.
Jump off me, yo.
It's about September, late September, horny season.
Wow.
Cause cuffing, y'all ain't wifing people no more. Y'all ain't trying to really be in relationships. It's horny season.
Well, I mean, what's the upside of being in a relationship?
Ooh,
Good shit.
damn, that's a whole
Good
topic
shit.
right there too.
Not when you're scoring.
Huh?
When you're scoring, you know.
No, I mean, I'm talking about healed and healthy. What's the point?
inside sex.
You can have inside sex. And
Who has sex inside?
True.
Not literally. I'm just saying. You always
Yeah.
got house dick, house pussy.
Yo, you know what? She has a point, especially with this fucking monkeypox now. It's like, yo,
Right.
if you got you a steady person.
But to my man Vinny's point, I think he's saying, yo, you ain't got to title that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can still have fun, but we ain't got to put no
That's why
title
I'm
to it.
calling it horny season because y'all not cuffing.
I'm willing to bet that like there's a high percentage of men that has a main and there's a drawer somewhere sectioned off where her stuff stays that he hides before the other chicks come over.
Ooh, let's talk about.
And there's
it. A lot of
also
niggas
those
don't even
women-
have their own place, so yeah.
Well, it's in their mother's place.
Right. Wherever the drawer is,
Yeah.
it's there. That's just the
Jesus.
point.
And there's also those women that realize that they're not the main, but chose try to do sabotage and stuff so they become the main. Those chicks also exist.
Well, I mean, you guys are getting some interesting relationship topics, and you're kind of hitting a little bit at things around gender roles. And so, I wanted to talk about this interesting topic, and kind of get into this whole thing of people wanting it both ways. And part of this came up from like, I'm not gonna say like a specific Instagram video, but everyone's seen the videos where like the one where the chick is essentially berating her boyfriend for allegedly not wanting to pay for all her homegirls for her birthday party. Yeah, like, and then it started to get me thinking about like how do we reconcile like the independence that women have, you know, since, you know, the whole women's movement and everything, which is a great thing. Please, like, listen.
We support it. We support it.
It is
no incels over here.
But right. There's no one calling people chads over here. But and then like, how do we reconcile that with like the aspects of patriarchy that people seemingly want to keep around? And so what I mean is this, like, for example, one example is a woman has a good paying job, right? You know, whatever that is in the Tyler Perry movies. And, and she wants to be equal with everything. As
lawyer.
She should.
They're all lawyers in the Tyler Perry movie. Every last one of them's a lawyer.
But they still expect the man to pay for everything. The trips, the bills, you know, the dates and all of that. Example 2, on the flip side of that, is the man who wants a woman to do all that Susie homemaker shit. You know, like cook dinner, had a dinner cooked when he come in, suck they dick on command, all that sort of stuff. But he's a bum ass nigga at the same time. And so that's
I'm the king of the studio.
Right. And so
shit.
so I'm kind of curious about everyone's take on that. And I'm not talking about the rational, well, they shouldn't do it. We all know that. But like, how do we really reconcile like the chick who makes, you know, $300,000 a year but still expects the dude to pay for everything?
So
I don't know about that life.
can I say something real quick
Okay.
too?
Oh, my bad, DJ Melody. The chick that makes $3.5 million a year and still expects the dude to pay for everything.
Why are you throwing your salary out there like that, Melody? Come on, yo.
Actually, I kind of wanted. I'm gonna get to that, but I just wanted to do a quick service announcement to like some of these dudes because like to that later part of it, like the guys that no for real, like because yo, I'm gonna just keep it 100 real quick. It's a lot of guys that be like, y'all want a chick that's in the house cooking, cleaning, you know what I say goes. But yo, if you have that, cool, but you gotta meet your other end. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be that leader and be like, I want you doing this and the third, then you gotta be able to provide and handle your business on the other side. At the end of the day, it's going to be a partnership. And
Preacher.
No, I mean, not even all that, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's going to be a partnership. So what should happen is you guys balance what works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a chick that's making bread like that, cool. And if she's making less than you, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to understand what dynamic works for y'all. It shouldn't be anybody feeling punked in a relationship regardless. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to be able to make sure, y'all doing work for y'all. And this gender roles almost in today's times doesn't make sense to a certain degree. Because both of y'all got to work. Both of y'all got to do stuff to make sure the family's good. As a guy, there's going to be certain things you're not going to want to yield over, which I get. You know what I mean? With me, I'm the protector of the house. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, if something goes on, it falls on me. But you just got to see what works for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how I feel about it.
I don't understand when we fell into, and I'm talking about before you even start a relationship. You're dating, right? I don't understand when we fell in, as men now, we fell into this trap where we're in constant need of proving ourselves. Before you even meet somebody, you got to take them out on a date. Fine, we all sign on the dotted line when we decide that we want to interact with women. But then it's like my mentality is like we both work. I hope we both work. Why is it so? And it's a weird thing. When the bill comes, you're like, yo, if I pay, I have a much better chance of scoring at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? And I wish everybody could see this, that the guys are all shaking their head because they know. If you go Dutch, your chances of getting some are slashed. If she's paying, just get you go home with Pamela Henderson.
So can I say one? Go ahead.
So I'll say this, and I think to that point, DJ Melody's kind of. She said this a while ago. It kind of made the point that, and I don't know if it's in our like super secret group chat that we never want public.
That we keep talking about.
Right. That doesn't. It's kind of like the Illuminati. It's like the worst kept secret.
Yeah, right.
But DJ Melodies essentially says something along the lines of it's about what you bring to the table, and not every dude brings the same thing to the table. So the guy that is like the stereotypical 6'4" dude who with what women would call the nice looking dick print in the gray sweatpants.
Thank you.
Can probably get away with not doing all of the extra stuff. Most guys that are doing is like regular or Drake or someone like of that stature, like they can get away with like the minimal because what they bring to the table has already been perceived and understood. But for a lot of regular guys, even before you like go on the date, it starts before that. Yeah. How are many people meeting people to go on dates today? Dating apps. Well, most dating apps these days you got to pay to really see any real results because they gamify the algorithm. So you got to pay to meet the person, then you got to pay to go on the date with the people with the chick, and then you got to pay. So it's like and it's because. And I guess it's like kind of from the perspective of like what you bring to the table isn't well understood,
right? And
so therefore, what you wind up doing is supplementing the fact that people don't know that with money, and I think that sucks. But I think that part is what it is. I will say this though, I do think that like if you want to have a scenario where everyone is like truly equal, and I think the answer is that we don't.
No.
Then like it break down all them barriers. Like, all right, like if I'm a lawyer, I make the same amount as you do at this law firm. No, like we can go Dutch on this. We both know what we bring to the table. Like the fact that like my gender doesn't mean that I have to be obligated to pay that, but I get it. Most people won't agree with that. Because most dudes are like, nah, you gotta be a man. That's man shit that you do. And most women would be like, and I get it from a woman's perspective. Why the fuck would I pay if I don't have to?
So can I just say a quick thing real quick? I mean, the reason I was shaking my head too, because Vilas had a point, but it's to chicks that take advantage of the way things are. Like that, some chicks are just trifling. That's just what that is. Me personally, if I ask you to go out on a date, then I'm assuming I'm gonna be paying for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mind that because you initiated.
Right. That's the thing. Don't ask me out on the date and then like look at me like it's time to pay.
but the asking on a date is so when we go and meet. Like on the other side of the spectrum is when we go and meet. So that's saying, hey, you figure out how we're gonna meet. No ideas, no anything like that. And then on top of that, you're gonna pay.
So I think.
So can I say something real quick? But I mean, and again, I look at this now, especially having a daughter. Like, yo, my daughter was going on a date with a guy, right? And every time he going out, she got to pay. She got to get his transportation together.
Ridiculous.
No, but I'm saying, like on the flip side of that, right? They going out on a date. She always have to come out of pocket every time. And yo, why you dating my daughter, bro? You got to show you can support some. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that my wife's dad looked at it the same way. Like, yo, when we go out, I would pay most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And like, not to say that you can't treat the guy, you know what I mean, and have him have fun too. It can go both ways, but yo, understand like part of what that is you showing, yo, should things progress further, then I can handle that.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
That's mainly what it is, because I feel like with dudes and females, like women, we know you want pussy. We know that. Like, and once I give it to you, we know shit gonna change somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's true.
The only way we sometimes can gauge the level of you really fucking with us like that is the things that you do for us. Will you go on a date and pay for it? Where's the date at? Like, how much thought are you putting into it? Because we like at the end of the day, once you get the pussy, we already know shit gonna change. Like,
so and
I need you to like me beyond, because you can get. They always say new pussy is the best pussy. So like, once you get this pussy, like it's no guarantee you're gonna stay around. So the efforts of the extra shit you do, kind of like. That
goes exactly what I said at the fucking time.
To some degree.
But we're in a constant. So with what you just said, we're in a constant state of proving ourselves. Yeah. First of all, we got to prove that we're not anything like your exes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I respect.
You're not a liar.
Yeah. But also that we have to prove that we don't just want sex.
Yes.
We have to prove that. If this progresses, what I think what Vinny said, that what we can bring to the table, there's no compromise.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the question I have.
What about the exes that we've dated that are shitty? Are y'all proving yourself that you're not like them?
Yeah, we making that shit up.
You're a man. You don't matter. Your feelings don't matter.
That's
But no, that was a joke. But anyway, no,
it was it?
But on the flip side, but here's the thing though. Like at the same time, like that whole like what do you bring to the table thing. My question is always what table. I just met you 2 days ago.
Sure.
And if I met you on a dating app, all you are to me is a series of ones and zeros at that point.
Sure.
I don't know if these are your pictures or not, and I won't know until
That's harsh reality.
we meet up. But
That's preaching.
Just like on the flip side, you don't know if I'm real. You don't know if my picture I posted was 100 pounds ago or 12 years ago or yesterday. So that whole I think it's my opinion that the whole like what do you bring to the table thing is kind of lazy because it presumes. Like in you trying to evaluate what someone else brings to the table, it presumes you actually brought something of value to the table.
No, what it is you brought the table. It's like you brought the table here. Now, what are you gonna put on my table?
Oh, that's the Kanye bar.
It's like the
Right.
table is here.
Right.
The table is here, and as far as the gender roles, what do you bring as a man,
So
and what do I bring as a woman?
No,
What
but
does
it's
that
more
mean?
so what do you bring as a man?
So hold on.
No,
So
it's
can I just
not.
say something real quick? First off, Vinny spat all facts on that one, like 100%.
This nigga spit.
But also, I think one of the biggest mistakes women make is that they think that as a guy, if I'm jumping through all of these hoops, that now that means I like you more. No, this is like a video game. I'm going to do all these obstacles to get to that goal. If I ain't like you, the same amount I liked you before is going to be the same amount I like you after the fact. So a lot of times jumping through the hoops just makes you want to leave more because it's like, oh yeah, I want to do this. I got this. You know what? She's really boring. You know what? She's really not that smart.
Right, it
You
wasn't
know what?
worth it, right?
Right, she's really needy. She's really this. She's really that. All right, now I'm good. Because we accomplished that. But the reality of it is, I think a lot of times if women are up front and they are chill and they knock out all the obstacles and they're just genuine from the door. Upfront with what you want. Same way you want guys to be upfront about what our intentions are, what we want to do. They gotta do the same thing.
The same way
you know
y'all
what I'm saying?
say y'all want us to be.
Right, because
if I say, nah, I'm just trying to fucking chill.
right, because I mean the same way. Because like if I'm paying for a date, right?
Now, you're not even getting that date. If you start off saying, I just want to fucking chill, you're not even getting that. The interaction stops.
Which I get, but which I get the subcontext of that is like you're giving someone the choice to like not engage in something that they don't want to do. But like, okay, it's
y'all can have an orgasm of a fucking your hand.
and y'all
don't.
We need a whole hand.
You need less of your hand,
exactly. We
actually.
need a whole hand. Y'all
It's
just need a
always
couple
gonna-
fingers.
It's gonna be great for y'all. No, it's guaranteed to be good for y'all at the end. It's not guaranteed to be good for us at the end.
That's very true.
that's-
She got a point.
But hold on, but that's on that female because you got to know your body, what makes you.
And give me
Have
instruction.
different.
Don't
You know
be
what I'm
mad at
saying?
me. You ain't telling me how your body works because you know your clit works different from the other chick's clit.
I've literally had conversations with women I first met. I like talking about sex. I like talking about sex to figure out how your body works. To figure out how your body works. You know what I'm saying? So when we do get down to it, I'll already know what to do. But there have been times where they said, well, why do you keep talking about sex? Is that all you want? I'm like, no. But when we do have sex, I'll know what to do.
Right. You can't
Are
assume
you
that
really
I'm gonna.
remembering? Y'all be paying attention?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course to that
Well-
point. Well, first of all, okay.
The attention span stops at a certain point.
If it's a chick that you like, you feel like, all right, I want to fuck and like keep fucking after that for a while, then yeah, you want to make that good impression so that you can add that one to like as an option that you can hit up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like that also that does bring to don't act like women don't have starting fives.
Options.
But that does
Sounds horrible.
But that is a good segue to the
It's
other
the
side.
truth, though.
Right, exactly. In the sense of so women, it seems like sometimes women expect like a guy to just know inherently how to satisfy her sexually. On the flip side of that is a man who wants a woman to know exactly how to bust it wide open, but still be a virgin at the same time, and you're the only.
Now check knees, like, come on, all that stuff.
Right, so,
Yeah, good point.
so let's go to the flip side of this whole wanting it both ways thing for a second. How is it that, and I see you squinting the eyes, DJ Vilas, but that's because that's because you're a rationally thinking adult man. But there's guys out there. Look, I have homegirls. You know, they'll send the screenshots of the wild shit like that dudes will send either in the DMs or on the dating apps or in text, and it's like, okay, so what what is it about a man who is basically saying, what do you bring to the table without bringing anything to the table? We just call it something different. It's the bum ass nigga.
2 different tables.
Right. So what is it about that guy where, you know, he feels like a woman should wait on him hand and foot or whatever the expectation is?
Insecurity.
I agree
control.
with that.
Is that
I can
what
agree
it
with
is?
that. Entitlement.
I know
yeah.
I'm a bum ass nigga. The only thing I can do is try to control you.
And that's the way of showing my self-worth.
Showing his self-worth, showing his dominance. That's his way of showing his dominance, because in all other aspects of life he's failing.
And
So
real-
it's like, you know, that's how. And those unfortunately tend to be the abusive situations, I feel.
Right.
Where it goes that way, but you know.
And I also feel what goes hand in hand with that, though, they have to be controlling, because if they go out, they ain't gonna realize, yo, you can date a dude that got more going for him for real,
Yeah.
and ain't got that same level. But I gotta keep you in the house, because if I ain't working and this dude making 6 figures or whatever, it's like, yo, what's up, shorty? And he got better stuff coming to him, then yo, now you got competition. If you in that lifestyle, you can't handle competition because you ain't got nothing to show up for.
You got nothing to
You
show
gotta
for it,
compete
right?
with.
So there's actually it's kind of a related funny. I still think it's a funny story to this day. I remember this lady told me when she was in law school, you know, she grinding or whatever, right? She got married before law school, and she said it was a mistake. But like the dude that she married, his mindset was basically, you can do whatever you want to do during the day, as long as you have my dinner on the table when I get home. And so it got to the point where like he basically gave her an ultimatum. He was like, look, I don't know what you're doing. You tripping right now with this law school shit. So it's either me or law school. And her response was, I'll let you know my decision when I finish briefing this case.
Facts. That's how it should be, though.
That should be.
And I always thought that was swag, but it's like it's essentially. But I think you might be right. It's like this entitlement thing. Like your like your pursuits. In that case, like your pursuits of being a lawyer doesn't matter. Like it cannot like supersede my need for like my dinner to be on the table, because someone said that women should do that at some point.
But I think it's like Mr. Brown said. Like this is a guy that clearly isn't as ambitious, or he's feeding his insecurity with the fact of, I know that you're doing this thing that's outside of our relationship, that's outside of me, but I need proof that you don't that you're not seeing past me. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you can go to work and do whatever, but as long as you're still, I mean, you're servicing, for lack of a better
I'm still
term.
the center of your attention.
Right, exactly, right, and that's stupid. Because like you said, the first thing she said was, "I'll tell you when I finish debriefing this thing."
And listen, fellas, since Flash did a public service announcement, here's one last public service
Is
announcement.
that a service announcement?
Your
It was.
girl chooses to be with you because she has 500 other dudes on the side that she can and will hit up if y'all ever go on a break or break up. And if she wanted to, she could already. Like every chick has that. Every woman has that. Don't
Not
roll your
500.
eyes, DJ Melody.
Not
you know it's
500.
okay, I'm sorry, 5,000. But no, in all seriousness, like it's just like guys have, like, there's women that, like, if they ever broke up with their girl, they have them in their mind that they know that they would hit. Your girl is the same way. Your girl, if the dude is sliding in her DMs and your insecurity is fucking with your head, chances are she chose to ignore it and there's nothing there. There really is nothing there. And if there is some sort of conversation, it's because she's like trying to be nice, and she'll probably eventually tell you about it at some point anyway. So,
And you'll laugh about it. You'll both laugh about it.
yeah. But if you choose to be insecure, you want to try and control her, quote unquote, control her, then that's what's gonna cause the issue, not the fact that some dude was in your girl DM. Because as surely as the sun rises, some dude's gonna be in your girl's DM.
Mm-hmm.
And to that point, knowing as a guy, knowing how we are, do you really want a chick that can? Quinn Holcomb did a joke about this. He was like, "Yo, I don't want to date a chick that I can send to the store at 5 a.m. and not have to worry about nothing happening to her because nobody's gonna want to touch her because she's so ugly." You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and like as a guy, like, yo, he kind of was accurate with that with a little bit. Like, yo, do you want a chick that no guy is ever looking at as attractive, or no guy's like, yo, if you walk down to, like, y'all go out in public and all you do is just looking like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like that's gonna make you feel a little bit of a way. You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
I'm sure
I'm
females
not
think
like,
something
girl,
about
I'm gonna
guys.
be roasted over either.
Facts.
You talking about if she make you happy, I'm happy for you, bro.
Right, exactly. Facts, exactly.
All right, what's the takeaway of this?
I was supposed to say that.
I don't know if you
And the
supposed to say that.
feelings
She was
today,
supposed
bro.
to say
And
that.
the feelings.
What's the takeaway from this?
Go ahead, Flash.
I mean, the takeaway is just, do what works for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got gender roles they feel comfortable with and don't feel comfortable with. But, just make sure y'all happy.
Your relationship all comes down to the agreement. Whatever the agreement is that y'all have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't let insecurities fuck that up. Because that's often what happens.
Since we talked about gender roles, I want to move on to ideas for date nights. Let's help some of the people out with some ideas for date nights. And by people, I mean me. 'Cause I know I need to know what the fuck to do.
My bank account started yelling at me.
What are some things y'all done for date night, and what things that you want to do?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When's the last time you and your partner have been out on a date? I'm sorry. Who was president the
Comedy
last
show.
time? What?
We went to a comedy show, so I guess I can't say the burlesque show because we went with two of my homegirls.
Right.
But before that, we went to see Tony Baker.
Oh, dope. I love that
I
dude.
love Tony
That's a good
Baker.
date.
Shout out
And
Tony Baker.
that was like July, the second week of July. So that was probably the last time. That was the last time him and I have been out just by ourselves. Any other time it's been with someone else or without child.
Side note, getting the babysitting done is like critical, especially like if you're dating a chick that's like a single mom. Like where dudes go wrong is like you gotta factor the daycare, the babysitting cost.
I wish I would.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying you do it for everybody, but like if it's somebody you like really interested in,
Babysitting's different
because
now.
it comes down to this.
You ain't got big mama that's just gonna hold your kid.
Did I have that kid? That is not my responsibility. You better take care of your own
I'm not
kid.
telling you to take care of the kid. I'm telling you to invest in your night. Because like a single mom chick is going to basically, if she can't get daycare or
Just say
whatever,
someone to watch the kids.
babysitting someone to watch the kids, there's less of a like it's going to be more difficult for y'all to figure that shit out.
Cool, but that is your
And,
responsibility.
Cool, but what I'm saying is like it's just it's kind of like the Uber cost. It's like a hidden cost is factored. It's like the hidden cost of dating, which is probably a whole nother topic.
So let me ask you this. So if, a chick was going out on a date, and let's say that as a guy, he has a kid, and it's a kid that needs a babysitter. Should that girl now pay for that? She's friend? Was she treated?
Well, Flash, the last segment we talked about how there's double standards. You gotta
True. No, you're right. 100%. But my point with that being is that now you're asking somebody to take on extra responsibility outside of the
I'm
date.
not telling you
It's
that-
one thing we going out, but you want me to front your kid costs.
I'm not telling you that you have to. I'm telling you that
It's a good look.
If you care, if you're actually interested, if it's something like, all right, well, if it happens, then cool. If it doesn't, then whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that situation. I'm talking about this is the chick you genuinely.
So we in a relationship
care-
almost, or going towards that.
No, it don't matter. If you for whatever the reason, if you just trying to fuck, or if it's casual, or if you just want, or if you damn near in a relationship, if you want time with her, where she's not thinking about her kid, it's a worthwhile investment.
Bro, that's
all I'm
like
saying.
$300 for that night, though. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of the dinner and the dates, you spending like $700. Yeah,
Welcome
man.
to 2022. So speaking of
Who the
date,
fuck is charging $300 to watch
For a
kids?
daycare?
it
Yeah,
depends on the date. Like,
Yeah.
if you're out for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's
easily get this.
yeah, for sure.
300.
For sure.
That's only $60 an hour.
Exactly. For a babysitter? Yeah.
Right, because think about it. We gotta go on a date.
Somebody suggested that for me that I should get a babysitter for.
They make
I don't
money.
feel comfortable with
You
that,
really
man.
get you
Well,
get paid.
I'll tell you off mic. I got a babysitter. You can probably hit up.
But
Okay.
But
one of my favorite memes, I think Vinny sent it to me one time. No, maybe I just found it. One of the best memes ever. The heading said, "When you go over to your homegirl's house, try to get some ass, and her child is still up." And it's a picture of Tiger Woods when he threw his hat down in anger at the PGA Tour.
nah, but no lie. Side note: chicks like single mom chicks with the young kid be having the best snacks in the pantry. Fam,
I'm paying for your babysit. I'm getting some snacks.
Oh wait, okay. So I'm the only one in the room that's grabbed the Capri Sun after hitting this thing with my child. Okay, I got it. Right. All right, I'm on this hill by myself.
I know nothing about this life.
Yo,
the cups of fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Fruit cups,
cups.
Lunchables.
Fruit snacks all day.
But all right, so back to the actual topic at hand, which is date ideas.
I don't know how we got to
Date
that.
ideas. We ain't give no ideas yet.
We're talking about how to even get to the date.
Right. So you've gone through all the hurdles, and now it's time to like plan the date. And so like it's like, okay, well, what are some date ideas? I personally have the school of thought. I hate doing the fancy restaurant date.
Right.
For several reasons. One is it's kind of lazy. Like, cool. Who cares if you can spend $500 at Morton's or whatever the fuck, right? But two, that shit feels like an interview. Like I'm sitting across from DJ Melodies right now. Like that's what going on a restaurant date feels like because you're like, it's like doing an interview. So, what are you into? Oh, what's your favorite color? Ha, that's funny. Like that type of deal, right? So I like and discovered the hard way how expensive this can be. I like to try to figure out like date ideas based on the chick, which if you can actually hold a decent conversation with her, you can figure it out. So like the artsy chick, it's like, oh, okay, cool. There's this cool spot in DC called Art Tech House where they do like these digital art installations. Let's go there. Let's do this. Or if I know she's into like podcasts and stuff, it's like, oh, dope. The Royal Mall podcast is on tour. Let's go hit that up or whatever the situation is, right? But that can be expensive. Like
Vinny's different.
I think
is that different? Is that
That's the right way.
smart,
That's a
honestly.
smart and right way to
I was
approach
saying
it,
he's
you know?
smart.
Man,
I think
not thinking like that.
No, they're not. You know what I mean?
Or if we go to eat, I'm purposely looking for the spot where like you can like there's like it's like couch style seating where you can sit side by side because first of all, how can I break the touch barrier if you're sitting across the table from me and not be a creep? So like side by side is like well placed joke, ha 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 ha, knee touch, boom, we in there, like type of deal. So that's some of the date ideas I have.
Those are great date ideas.
No, to be fair though, I think the worst one has always been the movies for that same reason. Like you're not talking.
Oh yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
hard.
dinner and
Unless-
movie is
unless-
like,
Unless you're a real movie buff.
Or
Yeah.
unless we watching like a movie at someone's spot where you can pause. and
Right,
have the dialogue.
right.
I know everyone's thinking Netflix and chill. And
I automatically was thinking Netflix and chill.
Well, yeah,
I'm thinking
of
of
course,
that.
but-
I'm thinking of the greatest movie ever, that awkward moment in Chill.
Yo, but imagine like,
undefeated in life.
That's true.
yo, have you ever been watching a movie with a chick and then she want to talk, but they get to the good part and you be like, yo, hold up, chill.
Yeah.
And then they mad that you told them to chill. And
That's when they're asked to leave.
So speaking of that awkward moment, so if you want to like generalize it, like a good movie date is at someone's place. So like you go to her spot or she come to your spot, and it's a movie that is rated low but is actually good. Because there's a high probability she hasn't seen it, and it's also going to start dialogue.
And you
That awkward moment, ladies and gentlemen.
right. The dialogue is you're proving why Rotten Tomatoes was wrong on their rating.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. And this is a DJ Vilas original, so I won't even take credit for that.
Yeah.
But it definitely is undefeated.
Fellas and ladies, watch the movie That Awkward Moment. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's a rom-com, but it is so fucking fun. First of all, it's rated R, but not like rated R like violence or nudity or anything like that. It's just real.
So it's not cheesy.
Right, it's real. Yeah, it's not like The Notebook. Fuck that movie. But it's a real look at ladies. If you want to see what guys go through after a breakup, what guys go through when they're hanging out with their dudes and they're figuring out the whole dating thing, because really that's what the movie's about. Is just figuring out the best sweet spot of dating. Watch That Awkward Moment.
Yeah, and it has.
That's what it's called, the awkward.
That awkward
Yeah.
moment. Yeah, it has.
This whole time I'm waiting for you to say the name.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's totally called That
We
Awkward
went down a vortex. We're sorry.
Literally That Awkward Moment.
Yeah.
But
It has Michael B. Jordan for you
Right.
ladies,
Which the-
and the
which-
girls who like guys that look like me.
oh my god.
right. So the girl,
You can see her Melody's face right now.
which is another good
Dude.
He stole my career.
which is another good movie date strategy in my opinion, fellas. show the girl that you try and chill with the movie with the dude she think is fine in it.
There you go.
Oh,
And also,
what
too,
kind
If you're a
of
white-
money
if-
is
thank
on
me
that
later.
this is
If
not
you're a white
regular
girl,
men.
he's the.
if you're a white girl that has
No
Zac Efron in it.
actual ideas and
Yeah,
shit.
the
What?
Zac Efron. Yeah, like
If you like funny guys, Miles Teller's in it.
right. So yeah, I'm just saying, man. Like I'm not like no relationship guru or none of that shit. Clearly,
but also, yo, for the guys, bro, like if you taking the chick out, yeah, I mean, you're not sure about shorty, yo, do something that you want to do too. Yeah, I mean, like Vinny again, we speaking facts when he's talking about like, yo, the art joint and going out, but like, yo, like you could do something like indoor skydiving, like chicks
What's
like
one of the
that.
best
You know what I'm saying?
dates
Like,
you took you away from?
we did a couple. We did the indoor skydiving. We loved that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was
It's on my bucket
fun.
list.
Yeah, like we
Oh, we should do that.
like she was weird because she likes basic stuff. You know what I mean? Like she likes Cheesecake Factory because they love cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? Well, she loves cheesecake and like candy. She's like, we go out for like a birthday and stuff. We'll order a little cheese. We actually just did it for our anniversary.
Which
Like we got a little anniversary cheesecake. We'll go do that. We'll take little strolls. She knows I love arcades, so like back, especially when we first started dating, and we would meet. She would take me to the arcade. and we play video games for a little bit before we go do some other stuff.
Did you
know
play
what I'm
air
saying?
hockey? 'Cause that's like the
Air hockey
staple
yo.
date night
No.
game.
Air hockey ruins relationships. That's a rivalry.
That's what I was
That's
about to
what
say.
goes in.
You
You know what
start
I'm saying?
kicking her
Like,
ass in the beginning, so you gotta let her come back.
exactly. And if
like,
around lose,
God,
you're like, oh, it's a war.
oh,
It is
come give me
a
hug.
war.
Congratulations, you won.
Yo.
Can I tell you what?
Oh, can I just give you one quick? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
one quick story.
Yeah.
She did. My lovely wife, did a surprise birthday party for me one year, and it was at Dave and Buster's. And it was
Oh
amazing.
yeah, that was so cool.
I remember.
Yo,
That was great.
she came this close to almost beat me in air hockey. My blood was boiling. Like on the low, my blood was boiling. But she about to beat me on my birthday? Nah. And like, and the hits started getting harder, and like we started hitting faster. I was like, nah, bro, this just got real.
Yep.
But yeah, you just gotta do it like what you like. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, stuff she like.
Well, you're so right because the arcade thing is like when I this is like in 2000, like I don't know, seven or 8 or something like that. And this is when Dance Dance Revolution was a thing.
Oh shit.
Yo,
DDR dates.
so I took this girl, and I swear to y'all, I had no shot with her, right? So, but I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not losing anything on this thing.
Right.
So like, oh shit, there's Dance Dance Revolution right there. I should play it. So, and this is when I was like really good at that shit. Yo, I destroyed it on the hardest songs, right? Yo, she had love in her fucking eyes. Yo. And I'm telling you
This
something.
black guy can dance.
Yeah.
His feet.
You know what? I hooked up with her that night.
Right.
Thank you, DDR.
Right, which is a good lesson. Don't start playing like
He can
serious
move his
video
feet
games on the
so
date.
well.
Right. But in all seriousness, it goes to the fact of just doing something that you want to do too, because you never know what results that get, and you don't want to go on a date and feel like it's a chore.
Sure.
Exactly.
Nah, sure.
I think that's a great point. That's an amazing point.
I was gonna say what you shouldn't do is just be, send that text like, what do you want to do? That's the worst thing to do.
Right, going back to the patriarchy conversation.
Yeah, but
I think most women like when you
take
and
initiative. Yeah, that's going back to the
That's why
gender
I
roles.
wonder is it any romantic men out there? Like I don't see it. Maybe that's just my experience. My husband is not romantic.
So
Do
like,
you want him to be?
Yeah, why not?
So,
I
like-
want him to
But
take
y'all,
the
but
initiative
I think
to
think
think of
women,
some shit.
don't y'all come to want that at a certain point, and by that time we've been socialized to not be
to do it.
romantic.
and even on top of
How
that,
do you
yo,
change that? Do romantic men exist? Is it in you, or is it something that you have to learn?
no. So here's the thing,
I
right?
think you have to learn.
So like, yo, it's different too, especially when you're married. Like, we can definitely be romantic, but a lot of times it's stuff that we know that y'all like that we're not necessarily. Not that we're not a fan of, but we know it, that you enjoy it more than we do.
It's
Like,
there's stuff that we're not
what
a
do you
fan
want to
of.
do and how much it costs?
Because
So, like, no,
What do you
no.
want to do?
No,
How much it costs?
because every
Okay,
man in
for
here-
what you want to do.
Every
Like,
man in
damn,
here
can
is
you think
watching-
of something?
But there
But like
are
to that fancy point,
I will-
though,
yeah, go ahead.
like that fancy point, like the fancy restaurants, right? Like you might like to do something that we don't like to do. Certain shows y'all want to watch. Certain like it may be certain singers that y'all like. You know what I'm saying? That we don't like, but we'll deal with that because we know that y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, or like the champagne. Like a lot of times, like yo, a guy will get like a bottle of Henny, a bottle of Jack, whatever is cool. But we know that y'all like champagne and y'all want to feel spritzy, so we get y'all the champagne and the wine.
Spritzy.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll look out for y'all.
Ladies, y'all give me champagne. I love champagne. I don't need Henny. That's these motherfuckers right here. Champagne all day.
Going to a wine, going to a wine bar.
Hold
You know what
on.
I'm saying?
The last one, have you ever been to a bar and you order champagne and it's a guy's night out?
Oh no, we don't order champagne.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
At a brunch, I do.
I have
Generals.
On a brunch, yes, on a brunch, but now we had the guys night out.
We've hung out and had drinking times, and I've had I make what's called I used to. It's called a pink panty dropper.
Wow.
Which is vodka, champagne, and pink lemonade, and pink panties have dropped.
DJ V-Loss with all the ideas. So you bring her over to watch that awkward moment and drink pink panty droppers. There you go.
That's not even a
Not a
science.
date, ladies.
That's not even.
Yes, it is.
That is
Yes, it
not
is.
a date.
That's not even a question of.
They didn't in mind of a beholder.
That's not even a question of
And
if
then
we're
his
gonna
cats
fuck.
are gonna come sit on you.
That's not even a question of if we're gonna fuck. It's just it's a fact of we're
Right. It's
gonna fuck.
a scientific fact. All right. So, Mr. Brown, what's one of the coolest dates you've ever taken?
So I mean, honestly, it's not. It doesn't necessarily always have to be expensive. I think that cliche stuff is like those tend to be like the. I mean, I guess unless you're with a girl who's looking for that specifically, like that's her mission.
Right.
But if somebody you're trying to generally build something with, you don't have to like do that cliche shit. You know what I mean? Like if anything, that's the boring stuff. Some of my worst dates have honestly been the typical cliche. The single one date, nothing else was usually a boring dinner and a movie. Mm-hmm. And it's like we realized like okay, there's like not much of a vibe here. So it's more about like I think just activities. You know what I mean? I think activities are like the most fun thing to do. I think actually this is gonna sound a little weird, but like I saw something on TikTok, but it ended up being. But it ended up being a good idea. So there's a place that I'm probably gonna go on a date there. But so what I'm thinking of is like there's a place you can go develop film with your chick. It's a place in Silver Spring, I think.
Yeah.
So you're making
Mr.
porn.
Brown's trying to make a sex tape?
Yeah,
No, that's a porno.
Yes. Yes.
No, but it's
Tommy Lee
it's
over there.
It's an actual photography studio, right?
Okay.
So they teach you how to like make pictures, develop film.
That's the creepiest
And then
thing
like
I've ever heard.
that's not creepy.
No. Mr. Brown has a good point. Activity dates.
It's all about activity.
Yo, you know what? Side note too. Another dope date me and my wife had. We went to the tattoo convention. We had fun there. Like that shit was mad fun. They do a tattoo convention every year. Yeah, tattoo. You know, tattoo convention every year in Baltimore. And if you go, it's like fun because it's like tattoos. It's all these different activities, and it's pretty fun.
Honestly, you did ask me like one of the best dates I can remember, and honestly one of the best first dates I remember was like honestly just she was an outdoorsy girl or whatever. So let's just chill at the park and talk. And it was like a picnic.
Yeah.
It was honestly a picnic. And then, and she liked to cook. So she she was like, you know what? I was like, hey, we can go to this park right here and chill and talk about, sit by the water and all that. And she, I can cook. I can bring a little picnic basket. So, a little shit like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And that was inexpensive as fuck. That wasn't, that cost nothing.
That old school shit.
See, Mr. Brown is different.
You married the wrong guy.
Don't say
Negative.
don't say
You married
that.
the wrong guy.
Negative.
That's how mass shootings happen, sir.
Right.
Negative. He just gotta learn. He just gotta learn a little bit.
Don't kick my ass. You married the
Hey, I'm a Cancer, so I'm sensitive. So.
He's a Cancer as well.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really? Wow. Cool.
Yes.
All right, DJ Melodies. What's the best date you've ever played?
Damn.
Yeah, we getting all this pressure. You gotta get some of that too.
You know what I'm saying?
First of all, she's like planned.
Right.
Planned.
Oh, you mean like I planned what I was gonna wear?
Yeah, right. Like
Planned
what time I was gonna
I'll say something
get
I
there.
did nice. Like it was my husband's birthday, so we went to the beach and I brought our massage table with me and put it on the balcony
Wow.
of the hotel.
Y'all
rubbed
definitely
it
had some
down,
viewers.
Yeah, right.
Gave him a little sucky in broad daylight.
Oh.
On
Somebody
the
walking their dog had an amazing day.
on the balcony, broad daylight. That was cool.
Spontaneous, spontaneous.
That's the one thing about when women are
That is romantic.
when women plan dates, it shits on any plans that
Got
we could
the-
come up with.
But that's because
Rose petals all in the hotel.
Sure.
That's what
Sure.
I'm saying. We're so simple. First of all, it's the fact that like if a woman plans a date for you, you're already
like,
all right,
go.
cool, bet. Then like you do something like that, it's like we're good.
Yeah.
We're simple creatures.
Yeah, for
Y'all
sure.
are
for
simple.
sure.
You
That's a
have
good
to
point.
put
That's a
more
good-
effort
that's a-
in what y'all do
Yeah,
for
I was
us.
gonna think about.
Because
do you
here's the
think
thing,
it's
like-
like a thing.
Prime example, like Mother's Day, you gotta go all the way out. Yo, dads, we just want a day to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
me alone.
Exactly.
I'm not even pressed on Mother's
Exactly.
Day like that. Like I want the in between shit. Like the holiday, I'm not big on the holidays because I'm one of those people who feel like they just want your money. But like do things for me throughout the year. Like listen to what I say. Another good thing is really if you're married, listen to what your wife say. And if she says something like, I want a tiny house by myself or a hotel by myself, do that shit. I was just watching The Shy, and they had a little Valentine's Day special, and Emmett let his girl go to the hotel for the weekend, just her, no kids, no nagging, no interrupting.
fair enough.
Spoiler
Fair enough.
alert. But so if a dude that you're not married. If a dude gives you a hotel for the weekend, just you, so that you can relax, would you feel bad if one of your like sneaky links, the ones in your phone is the good dick nigga, hits you up and says,
That's
"What
what
are you
y'all
doing?"
madly.
And you come.
That's what
and-
y'all
and-
automatically
would
think. She's no way she's staying in that hotel by herself. She's gonna order some dick.
I'm just
Room
saying, like, would
service.
you feel bad if you order
service.
some room service?
Chub
I
hug.
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you would.
I
I
would
do.
not do that.
All right, what's the takeaway?
Go on dates. Put some thought into that shit. We've already established the worst dates is the movies and expensive dinner. I just need men, especially men, to just step up and put a little bit more thought into the dates.
little more
Stop
creativity.
Stop asking the girl what she wants to do, and just think just because you pay for it, that's all. Like, put some thought into the shit. Like, you got imagination. You know what someone would and wouldn't like. I would hope to just a minimum. Like, put some fucking thought in there. We're tired of these same old dates. It's like you're just checking it off the list to get the pussy. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Steakhouse dates are played out.
Beer Planners next is one of my favorite segments. Messy shit with Mr. Brown. Messy shit with Mr. Brown. Shit got real messy. He's gonna talk about the shit. Messy shit with Mr. Brown.
I think it might be getting
That's
better.
it. We're getting better. We're getting better. I was
There's a progression.
I was
Yeah, we gotta
about,
give you a
I was
beat,
bopping
bro.
my head a little bit to it. You know what I mean? We getting there. We getting there. All right, yo. So I guess we'll talk about some messy shit. All right. So if you are on if you follow any blog on social media, you're gonna be seeing this shit. But it's been playing out for the past week, if not 2 weeks. So we talk about relationships, right? This is a relationship. These are not relationship goals. Clearly.
These are
Anti-relationship
goals.
goals. This ain't Sierra and Russell. This is Chrisean and Blueface. So Blueface and Chrisean have been in the news. If you don't know who these people are, Blueface is in my opinion, just a one-hit wonder rapper who's made himself relevant, honestly, because of this. His baby mama drama. But you know what I'm saying? And then Chrisean is like, I don't know exactly who she is. I know she's from Maryland, apparently. She's from Baltimore, I think.
Is she?
Yeah, she's from here.
Supposedly.
Is she even from Baltimore or Anne Arundel? I don't know. But she's
We
from
don't.
Maryland.
We don't.
See,
We don't blame her.
say
No, we don't blame
Glenn Burney.
Yeah, but anyway, so so Chrisean is a girl that's dating Blueface on some level, and they have the worst toxic relationship dynamic I've seen in recent years.
Okay.
They recently got into a crazy. They were spotted getting into a fight. Someone recorded it.
That's Baltimore for you.
And then, I didn't, the actual fight video, I didn't see all of it, but clearly there was, it got kind of physical at some point. But they're still dealing with each other. Hell, the night after the fight, they both posted like on their stories. Blueface was like, "Yo, I'll pay her $100,000 to leave me alone. She won't." And clearly, she's not leaving him alone.
And he doesn't have $100,000.
He does. No, he definitely does.
He found a way to make that money somehow.
He has record deals right now. Him and Boosie are going through a court case right now over his contract.
Okay.
But he's been offered like contracts from other labels too to come over there.
I don't
He
know.
getting bread.
Like,
Yo.
Fun fact.
But
Flash.
fun fact
that
of
shit
that.
ain't hit no blogs, nigga. You really researched that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I be knowing, man.
Yeah,
Like him and
streets
Boosie
be
going through
talking.
right
The
now.
streets be talking.
Streets be talking.
But yeah, no, but clearly, even though he says that shit, like, yeah, I want to pay her money to leave me alone. He's still fucking with her.
Of course.
So, because for whatever reason, they're drawn to each other on some level, and then and like I said, she said herself too. She gets more emotional. The last live I saw said something like, you know what, you made me kill your kids, but your baby mother had a baby because he has a baby mother obviously.
He has a kid now. She was just born.
Yeah, I think second one. Yeah, he has 2 kids. So obviously, this is a situation a lot of people play out with. Where, if you're dating someone with kid, if you're dating someone that has a child and they have a baby mother, baby daddy, or ex-husband, ex-wife, that's kind of that dynamic too. And I think the new person's feeling away because I guess what spawned another argument was he got his baby mother a push gift, like a chain, and like she flipped out about that,
Which is messed up.
She was like, "What do you mean?" Like, I think the last video I just saw, like, you just busting me on this couch and you getting her a push gift. Like, she going crazy. Like, she good at.
You know why? Because she gave me a healthy baby kid. Did you? Not yet. Chill out.
So, but
That sounds like the tape.
so clearly, but it's like we're clearly, and they post all this stuff on their lives.
I'm tired of them.
We're tired of them. Hell, I think even in the music video I saw a clip of like her she was like sucking his toes, like she was sucking his feet, and I think it was like it ended up being put in his music video.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so she's clearly down bad for this guy. She's, you know what I'm saying?
And he like her.
He like her. He talks that shit.
Really
He
her.
He does something. Maybe it's controlling. I don't know.
We building
Listen, toxic shit is
a crooked ass fucking skyscraper.
But you know that stereotype. They say crazy chicks have the best pussy.
That's true.
Her head cane must be fire.
crazy. I don't know nothing about no Blueface except that like
Bust
the
down,
one song-
Tatiana.
Bust down,
The
Tatiana.
one song I heard, which I think is that one, it sounds like. Ass
But the only
Cheeks.
reason that song
Come
was
out
hot
with another
because
song.
Cardi B was a.
But
Yeah,
also,
that-
like,
other than Cardi, like the song is like his part is ass cheeks, and but I will say like props to him because he knows how to engage like viewers like on their social media shit.
Right.
So toxic shit aside, like hey man, hustle and get whatever you need to get. I don't know nothing
Shorty
about the rest
different
of this
though.
stuff.
She built different.
Oh, absolutely.
but I also think that
She
he.
like a Terminator.
Sound like she from down the hill. She from
She
Baltimore.
got some. I
Yo,
mean,
she got. I saw.
I
something.
guess when she show us she's hard enough, we'll accept her eventually.
Yeah.
Right now, we're still saying she's from Glen Burnie.
So hold on. So like,
Dundalk.
but the ironic part about this is that, allegedly, is that they were fighting because she got jammed up, not because he got jammed up. She got jammed up, and then his thing was on some like, yo, I may not want to do this no more, and then he went through her phone, found some stuff that he ain't like, you know what I'm saying, and that's what led to the altercation. So all the stuff Blueface got going on, yeah, he may be doing whatever, but that argument was because Shorty got caught slipping.
Yeah, but
Sure.
if you go through a phone, you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
That's the rule.
True, but that's the thing. But even if you watch that video, he wasn't violent about it. He like, yo, Shorty, I could be done. She wasn't for that. You know what I'm saying? So
from what I
she was
saw,
being
she
toxic
was
about that.
clearly more of the aggressor, I guess, if you will.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
So
Which actually brings up an interesting
I
topic.
hate making that man.
Since we're talking about double standards, where it's like domestic violence and men versus women, but
Men versus one.
in the sense of like how people react
Right.
to who
Yeah.
the aggressor is.
Yeah.
But we don't gotta go down that. That's a whole deeper.
yeah, that's a little rabbit hole. I don't know if we want to go down there.
Can I ask a simple question?
You gonna
real quick?
smack me, bitch?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
I was just trying to play PlayStation.
Yeah.
And watch that Oklahoma with you.
Yeah. Literally just playing Call of Duty. So do y'all think it's right to go through your partner's phone? And I'm not saying have access to it. Go through it.
Without them knowing?
Yeah.
I presume that's what you mean without them
Yeah.
knowing.
Yes.
I think it
No.
comes, I think it comes down to y'all agreement. If
True.
y'all agreement is y'all got open access, then the understanding is that you're not doing something without their knowledge because y'all agree you can do it at any time.
But the fact that
But
you
if
even got to
you-
put that moniker out there, yo, is like.
I'm not with going through phones, but I am if you feel some type of way.
There you go.
I
That
think
I agree with.
I think the danger in that can be you can someone said this and I think it makes a lot of sense. You could read a text conversation with someone and take it completely out of context.
Facts,
You don't
absolutely.
know all the things. Like,
Absolutely.
all right, I'm gonna try to make this up on the fly. You go through your girl phone and you see a conversation with some dude, and he sent her a picture of him, nothing crazy. He in a suit or something. She's like, "Oh damn, like you look good. I can't believe like you was able to like make that happen or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, it's all thanks to you. Like I'm glad we was able to connect and do what we did." You don't even realize exactly that. But what you don't realize is what the suit was for a job interview, and what they were able to make happen was him being able to like switch careers. All of a sudden, that is like, oh. So that's the danger.
But
that type of scenario is the danger.
But it's probably already too late. You already blasted her, probably.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying is this: look, y'all do what y'all gonna do in y'all relationships, but if you want to start looking through people's stuff, you're going to find what you're looking for, and I think you just gotta ask: is that what you want? For some people, the answer is yes, but you know, hey.
I have a jerk reaction of just people
knee-jerk reaction.
Knee-jerk reaction.
You said jerk reaction.
No,
The jerking
It's a
reaction.
slight difference.
well, jerk reaction happens.
Jerk reaction is the man.
Happens on Pornhub. After like 3 minutes.
A knee-jerk reaction.
But I just have a weird thing of like people just looking at my phone while I'm texting or whatever. I just have a thing about it, yo, and it has nothing about hiding anything. It's just
An invasion of privacy or invasion of space.
I just know I don't look at people when they're texting somebody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about that.
All right. So what's the takeaway from this whole Blueface and whatever her name is thing?
That bitch got hands.
There you have it.
Maybe she is from Baltimore then.
All right, there you have it. All right, so what are y'all putting me on to today?
Hey, so I'm gonna put y'all on to this movie. So shout out to Amazon Prime. It's a movie on Amazon Prime called Emergency. I think everybody should check out. So the premise of the movie, if you don't know, is basically about these friends in college, or roommates in college. Because it's a good movie because it plays on shit going on today. But let me get to, I'm sorry. So the movie is about these roommates. Basically, their idea is they're going to embark on this mission to go to like all these parties for the night. But when they get back to their spot, they find this girl there that no one knows how she got there. She's passed out drunk. And the movie's basically about, oh shit, what do we do? So that's basically kind of like the whole premise of the movie. But it's a really fucking good movie. And obviously it plays out because the men are men of color. It's 2 black dudes and 1 Latino dude. Okay. And it's a white woman who's found in that spot.
Oh shit.
Basically
Send me a black officer, please.
so the whole movie is basically like, oh my god, what the fuck do we do? And they kind of freaking out, and it follows their story of that night of what they think. Cause they talk about all like, what should we call the cops? Should we not call the cops? Like all that gets discussed, and then the movie. I don't want to give the whole thing away, obviously, but it's a great fucking movie, yo. Amazon Prime.
Okay. And my song will put me on is "Temperature Rising" by Tory Lanez. It came out some years ago, but it's pretty hot. I like that. Just recently heard it, so go ahead and check that out. All right, thank you, beer planners, aka our BPs, for tuning in to another episode of the Beer Plans Podcast. Please follow our Instagram page at Beer Plans Podcast. Share the podcast with your family and your friends. And until we meet again. Peace.
We out.
Peace.
Bye.
That was
Wear
good.
a condom.